Hi, and welcome back to Shenandoah Sporting Goods. This is the last segment of a bow and arrow, and I'm going to actually show you how to shoot using my target arrows with my practice tip. There is a sign up there that tells you no broadheads. So today we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some safety things, just like a gun. Whenever you're loading your bow, you do not want to be pointing towards a crowd or anybody. So I'm going to flip my arrow this way, away from the person who is videotaping. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to knock my arrow onto the string, and I'm going to put my arrow on the rest. And I'm right-handed, so you're not going to see that when I draw back the string, that rest is going to come up and hold my arrow up. I'm going to have the kisser button at the corner of my lip, and with my right eye, I'm going to be looking through the peep sight. I have my trigger release here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get ready to shoot the arrow. So I will have some silence, just because anything you do, the key thing is consistency. You want every part of your bow to be where it usually should be. You want the kisser button at the same spot, the peep sight at the same spot. This hand that's holding the bow, I want it to be the exact same way each and every time. All the way down to my feet, all the way up to the top of my head. You want your form to be consistent. Any little thing that you do in archery can throw your arrow out of the target, whether you're looking out or whether you're torquing the bow, and torquing the bow is a way of holding that when you hold it, your string's gonna hit your forearm. And in archery world, that's known as torquing. So everything that you do for a reason, and you wanna stay consistent, because if for any reason your bow is not hitting the target where it needs to be, and you feel that your sights are adjusted for the yardage that you're shooting, you wanna try and pinpoint what it is that you're doing wrong that you can fix it. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking for a minute. I'm gonna shoot 3 arrows, and then we're gonna walk up and see how well my group is, and I'll explain to you what a group is once we get to the target. All right, there's arrow number 1. Arrow number 2. By the way, I am very nervous. And arrow number 3, and we're going to go ahead and walk up and see how the arrows group together. Now, the reason they call it a group is the closer that you can get your arrows together, the better off that your consistency is with your body, your form, and that you have your yardage sighted in properly. I'm going to say my yardage is sighted in properly because the first arrow I shot was almost a dead ringer. I was a little to the left, which means I could have looked out, or I could have bounced my arm. There's many different things in archery here. Same thing. I'm going to say on this shot that I took, I didn't finish my shot. What happens is the hand that I'm holding my bow with, I'm going to say that I went ahead and let it down before the arrow actually left the bow, therefore causing the arrow to shoot low. So the tighter I could get this group together, the better off you are. And again, with anything in life, it's just all about being consistency. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have. I hope I've hit the basics of bow and archery for you. And even if you don't like the sport of hunting, there's a whole other sport of archery which is more fascinating and actually more fun that I enjoy, and that's the competition part. You don't need to shoot archery just to hunt. There's 3D shoots, just like here at the Shenandoah Sporting Goods. They have an indoor league of competition that I'll be starting in tomorrow. So even if you don't like to go out in the woods and you don't like to hunt and you don't like to kill animals, the sport of archery is still out there for you to enjoy just by doing some target practice. I hope you enjoyed my segment. Thank you very much.